Good afternoon, everyone. Can I get a louder? Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much. Everybody, I'm so grateful to be here with you today and introducing the world to our Mobility Leadership Lab that our young technology leaders, technologists, innovators, artists have been working on over the past several weeks in really creating the future of what is known as mobility. And our youth define mobility as ease of movement and access to opportunities and resources to be able to create a plan for their lives and execute that plan with courage. You're going to see a lot of courage in motion today. And before we get into seeing the amazing work that our youth have done, we're going to get a little bit of background on part of the teams that have come together to put all the things together so that we could be here today. So I would love for you to give an excellent round of applause to welcome Clorinda Bennett Harrison today, our Director of Skills at Michigan Central.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Michigan Central Station. Good afternoon, everybody. All right. I am looking out on this crowd and I am so overwhelmed with joy because I see the beautiful faces of our future. I love your t-shirts. That's dope. And some of you have already been in the station working, innovating, creating, and that is exactly what we intended Michigan Central to be. Google was our first founding partner. What that means is they came and joined forces with us, sight unseen. The train station hadn't even opened yet. And they realized that the mission to make certain that we created a community where innovators, entrepreneurs, companies like Michigan Central, Ford Motor Company, and Google could come together and welcome community into this space. And that is exactly what having Google Code Next as our very first tenant in Michigan Central means. It means that the first people who get to use this space is all of you. People from the city of Detroit who will learn. That's right, clap it up for yourselves, because that is intentional. You will learn how to participate in innovation. You are already innovators. You are already geniuses. And we are so pleased to be a part of your story and your journey. And we hope that as you go on and become millionaires and billionaires doing the work that you will do when you become adults, that you remember us, that you come back and you help create opportunities for the future youth at that time. So I thank you all for being here. I thank Google for being our first partner and the partner that is invested in our mission and creating community for all, especially our young people. And I want to introduce my colleague from Google to talk a little bit more about what Google's mission is and why Google Code Next is a program. Mr. Gabriel Doss, who is a part of the Google team and our really amazing partner in helping to execute today. Gabriel.
Thank you, Clorinda. And thank you all for being here to celebrate the opening of Code Next. Google has called Michigan home for over 15 years. It has an office in Ann Arbor, as well as an office in Detroit, which is not far from here at Little Caesars Arena, where the Red Wings and the Pistons play. And with that presence has also come a long history of investment in computer science programs across the region, including work with Smash Detroit at Wayne State University and programs with Detroit Public Schools Community District. I am a native Detroiter. Today I work in social impact at Google, but once upon a time I sat in the very seats that you sit today. And so I can say confidently than an investment in the citizens and the students in the city of Detroit. And with that, we are thrilled to begin a new chapter in our journey in Michigan by expanding this work to move into Michigan Central with Google's Code Next program. Code Next is a free, immersive computer science program for high school students, and it is aimed at Black, Latinx, and Indigenous students to make sure that they have the skills and the resources that they need to have long-lasting and successful careers in technology. We also are here to celebrate Code Next's Demo Day, where the students get to showcase the work that they have been diligent in building all summer to their family and their friends. We are very excited to see what they have to showcase. Now, Google's move into Code Next builds on a partnership that we have had. Google's move with Code Next into Michigan Central builds on this partnership. It began originally in 2022 when Google became a founding partner alongside Ford Motor Company. And since then, we have seen this partnership grow as Google invests in workforce readiness, as well as other programs like Code Next to make its technology available to anyone who wants access to it. So we hope that today's projects inspire you and encourage you, and we hope that it ignites your passion as we watch these students demonstrate their brilliance right here in the city of Detroit. I want to thank you all for joining us. And with that, I'd like to bring a Code Next student to the stage to showcase and tell you all about the wonderful experience that he has had. Please welcome Ishmael.
Hello, my name is Ismael Olivares. Some of you may know me, some of you may not, and I'm from Southwest Detroit, was born, raised, and still am in Southwest Detroit. And I'm here to talk about my journey through Code Next. And funny enough, it started in a very untraditional way. No one told me about Code Next. I was actually just online in my junior year summer looking for resources for computer science in Detroit, and it just happened to be that Google had released their applications for their inaugural year for the Detroit lab. And so, I mean, they were the outlet that I was looking for and the resources that I sought, and I applied, and the rest is history. And during my time there, it's been nothing but great. As for what I learned a number of technologies that I still use today, and I'm still using for many of my projects. Stuff like frameworks like React, Flask, and Flutter, and then coding languages like Python, and just learning about the web development process and the application development process, and really just the whole process behind product development as a whole, and how we as engineers can solve issues that people have and, you know, make something of ourselves with that, you know? It's really great. And as for how I will go about my next steps going out of Code Next is actually going back to Code Next, because I'm starting my second year at Columbia University in the city of New York. Yeah. And I'll be studying computer science and business management, and thankfully, because of the location, it allows me to be back in Code Next in the New York City lab. And that being said, I'll still be closely connected with Code Next. I already was my first year. I just like being there to be a resource for students who have questions about computer science, STEM, and just being able to help them with their projects. But more importantly, be someone that can help them with the next transition to the college application season, because that is scary. And many students like myself, a lot of our family members did not go to college, so it can be very scary and intimidating. And just me being able to be a resource for that and provide some sort of comfort in that regard, it's more than I could ask for. And overall, I just want to do my part to give back to the program that has helped me out extensively through my journey as an engineer. And yeah, thank you so much for having me. Thank you for allowing me to speak here. And I'd like to reintroduce Clarinda Barnett Harrison from Michigan Central.
All right, are you fired up? Are you ready to see the demos and to see all of the great work that you all have done? Okay, all right. I was like, you're not fired up? I mean, what are we here for? I am certainly fired up, and so is the team from Michigan Central and Google. We are so excited to welcome you into our space. We consider this our home and our contribution to the city, and that means that it's your home too. So please take some time as you're going upstairs or waiting for access to the 5th floor to see the demos, to visit this lovely space. You all are our very special guests. We want you to enjoy yourselves here. So please visit the 1st floor, walk around, learn about this beautiful, monumental, historic building that is reflected in this monumental partnership. Thank you all so much for being our partners, for being the bright students that you are. Thank you to Google for partnering with us and bringing this program to Detroit and expanding it. If you're not a part of Google Code Next and you're just here learning about it, the application is open. Share it with your family and friends so that more young people can participate. Thank you all so much. All right, Asim or Nando?
Before we go upstairs for you all to experience the greatest work that is happening in this building, which is you all as our youth, I want to share something that I've been rooted in throughout the duration of this program, and that is the concept of stewardship. That's something that I've learned is a core value for me through working with you all, and what stewardship is the responsible and careful use of our resources, opportunities, and skills. So JC, your amazing art talent, it's your responsibility to steward that with care and responsibility. Zaria, your amazing social skills building, it's your responsibility to steward that, do care and responsibility. And the reason why that's a thought that I've had so much is because we're in this building that represents so much for so many people. This physical space is where people's families got to the city of Detroit. This physical space is the doorway for opportunity and financial security for so many people, and it has so much deep meaning. And so as we open it back up to the world, we have to think about how do we do that with stewardship. And we are succeeding right now by celebrating you all creating the future of mobility within the city of Detroit. What we have to keep in mind as we continue down this road as a collaborative, collective team, as Google, as Youth Tank, as Michigan Central, as all the organizations that come here to build a better future for Detroit, we have to stay rooted in this concept of using our opportunities responsibly and carefully to create a better future for the youth of Detroit. Because every single person here, if we do not succeed in realizing their vision for the future, then we are not succeeding. So what you're going to see is a marker of that success through mobility innovation with technology, art, entrepreneurship, and building a better future for tomorrow. Before we go upstairs, I'm going to hand it off to my co-visionary and my teacher, Holly Rita.
We've done a lot with storytelling at the lab, and this is a lab that is building leaders for inclusive design. But more than that, we are a learning community, and one that Asim described last night among our team leaders as one of care and accountability. So are we that learning community? Today I heard stories from our students and our interns and our young leaders, technicians, entrepreneurs, artists. They said how amazing it felt to be heard. They didn't expect that. I felt like people were listening to what I was saying and they wanted to hear it. It's not what I'm used to. I loved having conversations with teachers. In terms of accountability, we're all making decisions together, they said. When we disagree, it's more about executing than it is about our ideas, which we try to bring together. They said it's cool just talking to people, even if it's not important what we're literally talking about. This is a place where learning is happening. I heard this morning, I didn't think I could become a teacher. I was afraid to make an effort because I wasn't sure it would matter, and then it did. Day to day, it seems like we're getting nowhere, but when we really are, we've created this insane number of deliverables that we'll share today, and everyone is going to see. Our theme today, and the theme of this lab, has been courage in motion. What is that? Well, we're standing in it. The city's greatest resource. This building is amazing, and it's a testament to courage. but you are more amazing. The young people in this room are more amazing. So I want to thank parents for creating and nurturing our greatest resource in the city of Detroit, which is you, our partners, individual donors, corporations, and other organizations that are mission aligned for investing in the promise of Detroit's young leaders. The lab's leadership is intergenerational from both sides of 8 Mile. We've stepped together through challenges, and our interns have believed and acted in what they could create together. Thank you for being courage in motion. And I'd like to ask if the press would like to get ahead of our teams. If you'd like to go upstairs, we're waiting for you. And parents and families and students can stay here and celebrate unless you're participating right now, if you're presenting now. Thank you all for being here and sharing this moment with us.
Before everybody goes upstairs, can I get all the students to line up by this LED light fixture for a picture, please?